Hello, online crew, and welcome to today's live where we're talking about your self doubt. Do you have some self doubt? Do you have some limiting beliefs? Do you have some things that hold you back? Do you know that there's things that you want to do that you don't do because the self doubt creeps in and stops you from doing it? I don't actually think there's a human on the planet that doesn't have a level of self doubt. If somebody says they have no doubt at all, I'd be like, I think you're lying. Because I think every single one of us has reservations or has fears or has that level of, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Those kind of thoughts of self doubt. So, self doubt is something that plagues us all. The thing to work out though is how do you outsmart your self-doubt? And that's what I want to talk to you about on today's video. This is not necessarily easy, but it can be done. So I want to explain to you how. Okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before I go any further, I would just really like to recognize that in my country, in Australia, it is Anzac Day today. It's actually a public holiday, so all the Aussies and New Zealanders are all having the day off. The whole countries, the two countries, in commemoration of those that have passed for our country. So there's been lots of 5 a.m. services and that around the country, and I just want to recognise that if you are in Australia or New Zealand, that enjoy your day. And let's remember those who fought for our country. So I just wanted to recognize that. If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. I am here to serve those who are in the industry of entrepreneurship, network marketing, social selling, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, but you want to do it in a way where you are a human before a marketer. So it's important to you to have integrity and be really authentic and genuine in how you run your business in the online world. That's what I'm all about. I'm in the industry with you, and that's really, really important to me. So everything that I talk about and I share is around that kind of mission, if you like. So if that's what aligns with you, then you're in the right place. So how are you today? How's it going? Where are you watching in from? What's happening in your part of the world? If you are with me live, please say hello. Hello, Cherie. How are you? And I'll give you a shout out. Hello, Tina. How are you? Good topic for sure. Cherie, yes, it really gives me a challenge. It gives everybody a challenge. This is the kind of topic that I know people will read and won't watch this live because they don't think they need it. Well, they might know, yeah, that I've got a bit of self-doubt. But what everyone's looking for is the shiny object syndrome of, how to do this and how to do that and how to create this and how to get more prospects and how to attract more people, all the social media stuff, which is obviously stuff you want to learn for sure. But if you're riddled with self-doubt, none of that stuff that you're going to learn in any of those things I just mentioned is going to make any difference, because you'll stop yourself from doing any of those things because you don't have the confidence to build in this industry, or you don't have confidence to know that you can do it. A lot of that comes from deep-seated things. So maybe you've never done sort of this industry before, or maybe you've never had success. You've been in companies before, but you've never had success in this industry before. That straight away breeds self-doubt. If anyone told you when you were younger to stop or pushed you down in any way, or you had dreams, or you got told that you weren't good enough, or a teacher or a mentor or a parent or an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent told you that you weren't good enough in some way, or you've got something deep-seated, then that breeds a lot of self-doubt as an adult. So there's a lot of buried things when it comes to self-doubt, and that's not necessarily going to change for you. Okay, until you overcome those things. And a lot of people don't even know where these things come from, so they don't even know how to deal with them. So let's sort of look back into your history of things that you've experienced. They have probably led to a level of self-doubt. So if you felt super, super, super confident in this industry, and you felt super confident in talking to your business, talking about your business to anybody and everybody, you'd just go for it, wouldn't you? So do you, or don't you? If you don't, if you know you stop yourself from talking to people about your business, if you know you stop yourself from raising conversations in Messenger about your business, if you know that you think, oh, I'd love to bring my business up with them, but I don't know how, that's self-doubt. That's a lack of confidence. That's probably even a little bit of procrastination as well. So all those things are probably never going to stop. We've got to recognize that. Self-doubt will always come up. And even the most successful people that you look up to that have got millions of dollars in their bank account, they have a level of self-doubt. It creeps in for everybody. So firstly, we've got to recognize that self-doubt will always be there. It'll always come up. Okay, that's normal. What you've got to recognize is that you can actually take action besides that fact. Okay, and I'm going to explain this to you in a second as to how this all works, like scientifically. Okay, before I get into that, I just want to share with you tomorrow on Clubhouse, we're sharing a discussion on how do you create content that's perfect for your audience, like perfect for your target audience. Really important discussion. So join us on Clubhouse. If you need to know when anything's on this week, just go to helenmartinonline.com/events and all the links are there. We update that every Monday. So everything you need to know about what's coming up for the week is on that link, helenmartinonline.com/events. So the Clubhouse link is there for tomorrow. If you're a coaching community member, we have the live Q&A Zoom calls for April this week. So that's when you get to jump on Zoom with me and ask me any question about your business. What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? What do you need coaching around? Jump on those calls and get your questions answered as well. And for those of you that haven't taken advantage of it yet, I'm starting my next round and I haven't done it for almost 5 months. My branding course starts tomorrow, where we get to once and for all finally sort out your brand that aligns with you. If you don't have an established brand, you're probably wasting your time on social media. So if you go to helenmartinonline.com/branding, you can still get in that because we don't start till tomorrow. And then you get to work with me for 4 weeks about establishing your brand on whatever platform that you're on. And whether that's like a personal profile or Instagram or a business page or group or whatever will work with what you're working with. Okay. So there's just a few reminders. So let's get back to self-doubt. As I said, the most successful people on the planet with millions of dollars in their bank account, they still all experience self-doubt. So what did they do that perhaps you're not doing? Okay. How many of you know that self-doubt holds you back in your business? Like just say, yep, that's me, in the comment section. If you know there are things, here's how you know. There are things that you know you need to do, but you stop yourself from doing them because of self-doubt, because the fear rises. So like I said before, you will always have levels of self-doubt that will come up. It will never, ever go away. Okay, so recognize that. The distinction that you need to make and how you outsmart your self-doubt is to accept the fact self-doubt is always going to come up, but you make a choice to accept it and stay stuck. This is a choice. You accept it, you stay stuck, or you take action anyway. You have to take the action anyway. And what you need to accept is that you have a choice. If you are riddled with self-doubt and it stops you from doing things, you get too emotional about it. You think about it too much and it keeps you stuck. You're probably if that's you, if that resonates with you, you probably procrastinate big time. You might have a low level of confidence in your business and you're not pushing forward like you need to get results in your business. Does that ring true for anybody? So how you outsmart your self-doubt is know consciously self-doubt is always going to come up, no matter what. The most successful people have it, like I said before. You'll always have a level of self doubt, but you choose to get stuck in that emotional state or you choose to take action anyway. Here's what happens when you take action anyway. So, say this is self doubt here in a ball. You know you've got it. You know it keeps you stuck. It's like a rock on your head. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you pushed down. It keeps you having a lack of, self confidence. It keeps you from doing something. But you consciously decide, look, I know this is coming from a place of fear. I know I'm second guessing myself, but I'm going to send that message anyway. I'm going to do that live video anyway. I'm just going to do it anyway. When you do that, guess what happens to self doubt? You smash it open. How you outsmart self doubt is consciously know that you have a choice to either sit in your self doubt and stay stuck. And if you do that, who wants that? Do you want that for yourself? Do you want to stay stuck week in, week out, month in, month out, sometimes year in, year out with no results in your life or your business? Please recognize that's a choice. You're choosing that path. So, how you outsmart self doubt is to make a conscious choice to ignore the emotion and take the action anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Here's also a trigger to know if you're stuck with self doubt and lack of confidence and all the stuff. If you're still struggling with the same thing now that you were 6 months ago, a year ago, you're not taking the necessary action. The only way you're going to break through self doubt is to prove to yourself you can do it. How do you prove to yourself you can do it? You take the action anyway, even with the fear, even with the doubt. It literally explodes self doubt when you go and take the action anyway, knowing that you've still got the fear there. It's the only thing that's going to get rid of your self doubt, boost your confidence, and get rid of procrastination. So, some of you need to grow some, you know what? And actually, just, you know how this works. You've got to fight through the fear and take the action anyway consciously, because you're making a decision every single day that you don't. And if you're asking questions on trainings, in mentorship, and in your own head about the same things that you were asking questions about a few months ago, 6 months ago, I know you're not taking action. Because when you take action, you actually work out what works and what doesn't. You pivot quickly, you do more, and you just get better and you get better and you get better and you get better. It's like anything. It's like exercise. Those of you that are really, really unfit and you go for a bit of a walk or you walk up a hill, let's say you're on a holiday, you walk up a hill and that's when you realize, man, I'm so unfit. And it's like, that needs to stop now. Do you want to do it? No, you don't want to do it. But you just do a little bit, you get better. You do a little bit, you get better. No one grows muscles, any kind of muscles in their arms, their legs, anywhere in their body, unless they fight through the action that they need to take to grow the muscle. You need to do that in your business. Grow some muscle. Know that self-doubt is never going to go away. Ever. Every time it creeps in, you make a decision to get wrapped up in your emotions and overthink the crap out of everything. I don't know how to do it, so I won't say anything at all. I don't know what to, I'll just wait until that training before I learn how to have a conversation with somebody. No, don't hold yourself back. Stop sitting in the emotion of self-doubt and self-fear. Just, I'm going to do it anyway. Who cares? Am I going to die? Are you going to die from sending a message to somebody? Are you going to die from doing a live video or a reel or whatever it is that you're learning to do on social media? Like, what's the consequences of doing what you need to do, the action? Probably, like, you're all up here. Self-doubt, if you carry self-doubt on week in, week out, month in, month out, you are stuck up here emotionally. Recognize that you have a decision to make every time self-doubt creeps in. And it's a conscious decision to either sit in your emotion and don't do anything about it, or make a decision and take action. I promise you, when you make a decision to take action, it may work well or it may not, but you learn. You learn and you grow. Oh, that worked. I'm going to do a little bit more of that. or that didn't work, I need to change my language, or my approach just wasn't good. But you learn really quickly when you take the action. You're a hell of a slow learner if you get stuck in your emotions of self-doubt and don't do anything. So would you rather be a slow learner and stay stuck and procrastinate and not have any results in your business? Or would you like to fight self-doubt head on? Know that you have to take the action anyway in the things that make you feel uncomfortable, because that's where you grow. I talk about this stuff all the time because so many of you keep yourself stuck in your own head. You stop yourself from having messages or conversations or creating social media content because of the fear and the doubt. The only way you can break through fear and self-doubt and procrastination is to take action anyway. Fight through the fear, but you've got to make a conscious decision to do it, because your brain won't let you ordinarily. If you listen to me any length of time, you know I say this over and over again. Your brain is designed to keep you safe. So when you're feeling self-doubt, your brain goes, it's okay, don't do it. It's okay. Go and do the washing. Go and scroll social media. Go and watch another training. That'll be productive for you. It talks you out of it. So you have to and this is why I keep talking about it, because you have to consciously be aware of what your brain is designed to do for you. And self-doubt, if you've got a lot of that, like you're not confident in this industry, you're not confident in your business, you're not confident with sending messages, you're not confident in creating social media. So it just keeps holding you back and holding you back and holding you back and holding you back and holding you back. And I could go on. That's a choice, guys. You choose that path to stay stuck. You choose to hang on to the emotion of self-doubt, and the weeks just go by. The months just go by, because you're not taking the action you need to fight through the fear to prove to yourself that you can do it. Everyone can do it. So I really hope this cuts through for some of you, because it's really frustrating for anybody to be stuck emotionally in self-doubt, lack of self-confidence, huge amounts of fear, because you won't do the things you need to do to grow a business in this industry. So if you're not doing, here's a good trigger to know whether you're stuck here, is there's things you need to do and you're not doing them. That's instantly you're somebody that has self-doubt or procrastination or lack of confidence. If you know there's things that you need to be doing that you're not doing because of lack of self-doubt and whatever, the one thing you need to go and do is firstly make a decision to cut through it. And how do you do that? You've got to take the action anyway. Just do it scared. You know how this works. You've heard this a million times over. I'm not telling you anything new, but sometimes you need to hear it the 20th time before you actually go and take action. Would that be fair to say? That some of you know exactly what I'm saying, you know it to be true, but you still stop yourself doing the things that you know you need to do. Some of you are not eating healthy when you know you need to. Some of you are not exercising when you know you need to. Some of you are not having conversations on social media when you know you need to. Some of you are not producing social media content when you know you need to. That's all self-doubt. There's a lot of things that could be creeping in there. It could be your lack of organization and or you're not prioritizing your business. But I bet you're not prioritizing your business and you're getting distracted by trainings and things like that. Like you're in forever training mode is because of lack of self-doubt or fear. That's probably where it's coming from. So if you're one of those people that just does training, but you're not actually doing the things that you're learning, my guess for you is that you have a high level of self-doubt or a lack of confidence in this industry or your business or whatever it is that you're doing. Now, you'll stay there if you don't take action. So make a decision. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay stuck? Or do you want to kind of outsmart your self-doubt and prove to yourself that you can do it? Your choice. Totally your choice. Okay? So just want to check on a couple of the comments here. Hey, Ford. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Melvet. Hi, Lisa. Great to see. Yep, Lisa, that's you. Cherie, yep, that's you. Melvet as well. Dale, yep. Sheila, I'm not accepting it. So just accept it, guys. Self-doubt is a part of normal way of life, and you need to make a decision to push past it. Just fight the fear. It's the only way you're going to get to where you want to go. I'll tell you this 100 times until I see you grow. You've got to fight through the fear and take the action anyway. Just think of like a ball of self-doubt, and what is going to explode that self-doubt and make it disappear? Action is the only thing that's going to make that happen. How do you get fitter? You've got to exercise. How do you get healthier? You've got to prepare healthy food. It's the actions of what you do that get you a result. So your business needs to be treated the same way. Stop thinking about it and start doing things for it, and do it scared. When you do it scared and you get a little result, or you start to feel a little bit more confidence in the conversations you're having, you'll get better, you'll get better, you'll get better. But you can't get good at something unless you do it. So if you're not doing the do, how are you ever going to build your business successfully? That's a decision. I've taken the action anyway, but definitely not enough. Not enough, Cherie. I know you. I know you hold yourself back. There's things we've talked about for a long time that you're still stuck on. It means you're not taking enough action. So take more action. Laurie, today was the day for starting a new journey on TikTok. And when it came to it, I stalled. Interesting. Took me a bit, but I did it. Right or wrong, I started. So you've now proved to yourself that you can do it, and you've started. So well done for fighting through being stalled, Laurie, because most people will be stuck at being stalled. They find an excuse, because that's what your brain's designed to do. It'll go, it's okay, you're not ready today, let's start it tomorrow. So well done, Laurie. This is where it starts. Okay, good job. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. But I really want you to absorb this conversation and realize that you have decisions to make. Your life is yours. No one's coming to save you. If you want better results, even in health and fitness and the food you eat and the exercise and the person that you want to step into that's deserving of a 6 or a 7-figure income, if that's what you're looking, and maybe you're not looking for that, but maybe you're looking for that extra, even just $500 or $1,000 a week or even a month. You've still got to step into the person that is worthy of that. And that might not be you right now, but that's your decision to make. Stop getting stuck in the emotion of here. Really evaluate this for what it is and really see it for what it is. Self-doubt is all up here. So you can stay stuck here and you can be exhausted by your own thoughts without doing anything. People that get exhausted by social media, that get exhausted by this industry, I bet they're thinking a lot. Unless you're pumping out endless amounts of social media content and you're having 100 conversations a day and you're on Zoom from morning to night, you've got a right to be exhausted by social media and be exhausted by your business. Unless that's what you're doing, my guess is you're exhausted by this industry because of what's going up just in between here. So smash that through that and do the actions anyway. Okay, that's my wish for you. I hope you're hearing my message today. It's always said with love. Now, for those that are in Australia and New Zealand, enjoy your public holiday. Let's remember those that have fallen for our country. Just very special day here. And don't forget Clubhouse tomorrow. We're talking about how do you create content for your ideal audience. Really important discussion. The branding course also starts tomorrow. So if you want to get in that, helenmartinonline.com/branding. It's one of the most, if you're going to do any training, that's the training you need, branding. Otherwise, all your efforts on social media are wasted if people don't know what you stand for and what value you can bring them. It's all a waste of time. So branding is something you should not overlook. Okay, so you've still got an opportunity to get on that, and you'll work with me for almost 4 weeks on establishing your brand. And coaching community members is the live Q&A Zoom calls this week. So I've got 2, depending on what time zone you are around the world. One of those will suit you. So jump on Zoom and ask me questions about your specific business. I'm here to help. Okay, so hopefully I'll see you on Clubhouse tomorrow. Bye-bye.